Okay, 8 ball is working, stream is on, and let's see who manages to get first today. While that's going on, let's also get a move on.
Wasn't so quiet last time I was here. Legionnaires, petitioners, so much noise.
I'll talk to some old family friends. Spread the word that the Legion's returned.
Yeah, let's gather more people in a place that was already... Gambi! Good. Good work, Gambi. Okay, so... Yeah. Let's gather the rest of the Legionnaires that have survived the attack so far in one place where they have already been wiped out once. That's not gonna bite us in the ass in any way. Let's kill some shit. I wouldn't want that, considering I'm one of the Legionnaires. I don't wanna die. Oh, an energy drink for vampires? Well, it's going okay. I was not coughing until recently, but now I am, so yay. Just in time for stream.
Well, we're not in Ebb anymore. First time for me. Look, that must be the Abbey. Shouldn't take long to get there.
I was not supposed to come out in this place. God damn it. Okay, so this is the Aranoi one. Trying to save a princess here, god damn it. Can I go back to bed? I mean, it's about time I go to bed, but... blood and caffeine. That actually sounds appealing. Hey, my nose isn't stuffy. I will huff at you. Huff. Okay, so this is the correct causeway. Ooh, Gambi's being evil today. I'm gonna give you a timeout, Gambi. Vampirgy. Interesting. Kinda inclined to say yes. Of course it's with blood, Gambi. It's energy drink for vampires, after all. Let's go save a princess. Are those the beacons of Minas Tirith? Judging from the royalists dead scattered around this signal fire, it seems that these men sacrificed their lives to alert their fellows of an enemy attack. Oh, cat! That's so cute! It's a perfect slogan. Should do something about having a working text-to-speech thing, though. Vampirgy, one bite and it'll drive you batty.
Look at all those fires. Rosalind has no chance against that army.
Well, if we're lucky, we can take her out through the back door. Also, thank you for the beaties, cat.
What do you think? Any chance they haven't seen us yet?
I'm a floating flame. I think I'm pretty visible in the snow.
No such luck. Look for cover.
Oops, wrong button. Dude, your aim sucks. Then again, you are trying to hit a floating flame with a cannonball from God knows how far. Oh, they actually hit something. Trained by stormtroopers. Sounds about right. Ow! Ow? Yeah, that's what happens
The
when you're.
Azanite gunners have us sighted. Wait in cover till they pause to reload.
Ow.
Jane's army is already here. She must be driving them hard. Looks like trouble.
I'm going to be a heal.
Trouble ahead.
Die already! Gosh, how much health does that thing have? This is a royalist cannon, similar to the ones you saw in the swamp. It could be used to gain access to the nearby encampment, but you'll need to find cannon powder first.
That gate may be strong, but it won't stand up to cannon fire. So, this place isn't abandoned after all. The lock on the gate makes that plain.
Ow! That was a trap!
One more down. An old Legion outpost. Let's have a look.
Really? This heavy portcullis is opened by an automated mechanism. Though it's partially obscured by snow, you can make out a nearby keyhole embedded in the stone. Designed to activate the counterweights housed within the walls, you cannot open the portcullis without the key. Can't you just say gate, you fucking gates? Thank you for saying gate, Gambi. I needed it. Ridiculous. For real?
I thought you were part of Jane's advance guard. Never been happier to be wrong. We're nearly too late. The enemy will soon take the rear entrance into the mines. My men and I came here to collapse the entrance with our cannons, but were taken by surprise. I was wounded.
How long has the fighting been going?
It's been 3 days now. General Devonsey had only just returned when Jane's forces got here. We had little warning or time to prepare. Glitterdelve has too many entrances, and we've been struggling to control them.
Have you played Desperados, Gambi? Can I seal the entrance?
Do we have enough time to seal the rear entrance?
I believe so. But you'll need ammunition. We've used the ruins on this mountainside as storehouses. Take this key. Some of them are locked. Our cannons are past me, down the path, on a perch overlooking the entrance. Once you've found what you need, you can fire the cannons and collapse the entrance into the mine. If you don't, the Queen's men will be overrun.
I've passed by some of these ruins. What are they?
Old Legion watchtowers and outposts. They've seen better days, but they work well enough as shelter and storage.
I'll head to the ruins now.
Thank you. I'd go, but I don't think I have much time left. One of the ruins is down this path, past our cannons on the overlook. You walked past the other two already. We used the big one as a camp, but the Azunites seized it. You'd have to blow open the gates to get inside. Regaining control of the camp would help us hold the mountainside. But nothing is more important than collapsing the mine entrance. I wish you luck.
But why? We can just evacuate through this side. The hell? We can evacuate. We can first evacuate and then blow up everything. Yeah, he said gate. He didn't bother with Portoculus. Even their own NPCs don't bother with their fancy words. Or the poor person they made voice the line said to shove the Portoculus up theirs. So Gambi, have you tried playing Desperados? It's not exactly Red Dead style, but it is a super fun game. Should probably get Desperados on my to-game list. much, Cat. Ah, good job, Cat. It appears to be an Asinite dispatch describing the current state of their royalist foes. To all officers in the field, as you know, we have cornered the royalist army in the Glitterdale mine. We believe that the pretender Queen Rosalind and the rest of her tumble-down court are also trapped inside. Rosalind must not be allowed to escape. It is imperative that she be captured or slain. The majority of the royalist forces are old men and teenage boys, with a few surviving veterans scattered among them. If you find that most of their soldiers are ill-trained or poorly equipped, they consist of farmer, courtiers, page boys, and disposed nobility, with no experience against well-trained soldiers. Be advised that certain rumors are circulating among our men. Reports suggest that legionnaires were sighted in the eastern swamp, and further, that they killed some of our people and helped the royalist survivors escape. We do not know whether these reports are accurate, but it is possible that these legionnaires may come to aid Rosalind and her court. Take no chances, and do not underestimate them. Iskandar, the first exarch of Knight, exarch and knight of Saint Jane. She's a saint? Damn, those people are delusional.
The Royalists are making a fine show of it, but they won't last forever.
Stand your ground, men! We can't let them into the mines!
Now I need to get a cannonball out of somewhere. Ugh, another big guy. Would be nice if they had a more normal reach, but they can hit me from like half the map away. Puppy, help kill the thing.
One more down.
I don't know about clones, but he sure had reach. Really? I haven't been coughing like all day. Why now?
You there, the Royalist captain. Fall back to the cave and we'll seal it behind you.
That's it! Fall back! Collapse the entrance behind us! Legionnaires, take them down!
Determined.
Where the hell are those coming from? The path I've taken is blocked. Yeah, I call it hacks too.
A waterfall so high in the mountains? Where is it all coming from?
I'd say a volcano. Cause with all this snow, there's no fucking way this water is running.
That's a nice bones. Look what you done. Think you can just blow up the mountain as you please, huh? Fool soldiers, playing war games you don't understand. Always eager to tear things down. You just blew up my front door.
You're just being difficult, aren't you? Was that really a door?
Yes, and a damn good one. Kept you gits off my side of the mountain.
Thanks for the hydrate, cat. I actually just took a drink, but I would take another. Ask him who he is. Come on.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? You all look like you stepped out of a Stonebridge parlor room. I've never seen prettier mountain man. To answer your question, I'm Ibsen Yamas IV, and this is my home. It's far from your civilized world, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, Ibsen? We heard something about Ibsen in the original game. Nice.
Are you any relation to the famous Ibsen Yamas? The overseer of Gleisern?
Unfortunately, yes. I've lived long enough to see everything my ancestors built come crashing down. The whole country's fallen apart. I don't need any of that. Everyone tries to rebuild the old kingdom, but all they do is tear things up even more. Out here, things are simple.
We need to find a way into the Glitterdelve mines. Do you know how to get inside?
Through this pass? There's a way, but good luck finding it. The blizzards are fierce around here. All that snow will turn an experienced mountaineer around. But I'll make you an offer. You fix my front door, and I'll show you the way.
Your front door was a wall of crystalline ice. How do we replace that?
This isn't just any mountain. That waterfall you just walked past. A bit peculiar to have flowing water here, don't you think? That's geomancy at work. Dwarven magic. It can do all sorts of things. In this case, it heats the rocks and stops the water from freezing, so it'll flow into the mines. Fresh water year-round. It's all part of a vast magical system, the Stone Stream. Amazing work of art. Disrupt that, and that waterfall will freeze right up and make me a new door.
Yeah, no.
I'm not sure if I should disrupt something that's so unique.
You just said it was an amazing work of art, and now you want us to break it?
Calm yourself. You couldn't possibly harm the thing. The Stone Stream's magic moves through conduits all over this mountain. 3 of them flow out to the surface in this pass. They burst out of raised holes in the ground, an odd floating line of stones. Hit them a few times and you'll collapse the opening. Believe me, you won't hurt anything important. It'll be like cutting a leaf from a tree.
No, I don't wanna.
How will I know that I found these openings?
Look for cracks in the ground with a line of stones floating out of them. They'll stand out, you know, since rocks don't normally fly.
Very well. We'll return when the job is done.
I'll be here. Now, if I can avoid any more visitors, I just might salvage my day. I say this because I saw some royalists bumbling about the past like a bunch of lost cubs. Thought you might want to know. Tell you what, if you find them, feel free to bring them back. Everyone seems to need my help right now. Might as well be a gracious host.
And destroy something magical and unique just so you can have a piece of ice that anybody can break through. Why is this still making me go back?
The water's still flowing, which I'm a man of my word.
Okay, couldn't they bring wolves? Why spiders up here on the mountain? What kind of crazy spider survives this weather? Can get this crystalline demon thing, but the spiders? Ow.
Heads up.
That's a fancy Yeti. Ow. Well, Dungeon Siege has always had some Yeti creatures, so...
Floating stones, just like the old hermit said. Must be one of the conduits we're looking for. Looks looks like trouble.
Okay, at least these spiders are like frost spiders. I can get behind that.
One more down. Must be the soldiers that were lost in the pass, and they're in trouble.
Who are you? You're not with Jane by the looks of it.
We're with the Legion, here to help your queen.
I'm sorry. These storms have completely turned us around, and we can hardly be expected to know friend from foe. We're grateful for your help. Do you know a way out of this pass?
How did you end up in this part of the mountain?
We're scouts. Lord Devonsey sent us out here to see if the Azanites were braving the pass. This storm came upon us suddenly, and the next thing we knew, we were blind as newborn fracks.
There's a cave not far from here where you can take shelter.
We'll follow your lead.
Okay, let's get them to safety before something kills them. We'll explore the rest a moment later. Are they really following? Yes, okay, good.
You brought guests, I see. I thought you might go hunting for them. You seemed like the type.
A do-gooder?
A meddler, but at least one with good intentions. Take this for your trouble. Your sorry lot will be staying with me. When you're rested, I'll show you how to get back to your glorified cave. As for you, Legionnaire, you don't get to stay. You haven't sealed off those fissures yet. Do help yourself to that chest. I may be irritable, but I'm not ungrateful.
I don't know, you sound annoying as fuck. At least my character for sure isn't cold up here. Dude, are you gonna help or just crush something? Cat. Thanks for the stretch. I'll do it in a sec. Let me just survive the spider onslaught. gosh, there's two snowmen here. Yeah, and they have way too much health. Oh, and the damage. Can you hit somebody that's not me, for fuck's sake? Thank you, cat. Shit. And now it's telling me inventory full? I sold a lot of shit. It's actually quite a lot of stuff I have picked up along the way. Damn. Well, let's try and sell this stuff. Is there anywhere I can go to sell this stuff, though?
One more down.
Nice! Got some pretty good damage upgrade. She could only actually hit something with the damage. Oh yeah, I promised get the stretch. Stretch. Ow. Damn, dude hasn't built hard. Keep slicing, dude! Keep slicing! Ow, 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 not me! Well, that was one way to destroy the thing. Trying to get rid of some stuff. Honestly, anything with a black dot is not really worth it, so I can get rid of a few things. That should let me pick up some of the junk. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff here, actually. Thanks for all the blessings, cat. I need them, apparently. Okay, where did I lose the last item? Ah! Spiders! Ow! Okay, I think this was the first item I lost. And this most likely is the way to go, so...
This lot is determined.
Holy, that's a lot of them. Good thing they decided to park on my flames. Sheesh.
One more down. Trouble ahead.
What's with all the creatures here? Oh my gosh, I was just here a moment ago! Hey, Wario! How is your internet doing? Creature con. Ah, cat, you sneaky cat, you. Ow! Oh my god, Wario, that's horrible. I'm so sorry. I really hope your cousin gets better. Holy shit, that's... ouch. You really can't catch a break lately. Oh my god. Yeah, stroke is really not the thickness of the old anymore. After such a loss, I'm honestly not surprised. God damn.
One more down.
Okay, seems we destroyed enough stuff so we can go talk to Ibsen now. Let's get a quick save. Man, talk about an ambush. Ooh, that's icy. The waterfall has frozen into a solid wall of ice. Just as Ibsen said, the ice is quite thick and it should deter any unwanted guests.
Quite a sight, isn't it? As for our deal, here, take this stone. It's a lodestar, a very special kind of rock the dwarves discovered long ago. Certain gems will glow when a lodestar is nearby. Gives off a bright light that'll pierce even the angriest snowstorm. The dwarves placed clusters of these gems on the mountain and used them like beacons. Clever little fellows, I'll admit.
Are these gems worth prying out of rock?
No, at least not to you civilized folk. There are other lodestars that do react to more precious gems, but I certainly don't have a use for them.
Can you point me in a direction at least?
Head west and follow the lights. You'll find your way. While you're out there, you might happen upon a cave. I'll let you in on a secret. It makes for pretty poor shelter, swarming with Dakin wares and frost imps. Nasty place. Though it could be nice one day if those buggers were cleared out. Do me this favor and I'll toss a little something your way. Good luck out there.
You bastard. Just made me destroy all those things where you could have just told me clear out that cave for me? And we wouldn't have to destroy all the dwarven magics and shit? Okay, so he's telling me to go west, and what's east?
There, look. Glowing stones, just like the old hermit said.
Wait, this is east, not west. He told me to go east. The hell? No, he told me to go west. I'm heading east. Because of course I am. I have to explore everywhere. This is probably the stupid cave he wanted, and it's so close to his other cave. Really, dude, really? And this is a warm place too.
A cave. Probably the one Ibsen told us about.
Could have just told me to clear out this place in the first place, you piece of shit! Ow!
I am in your debt.
Not doing well here.
Just burn.
down. Looks like trouble.
Oh, the hell is this? Yeah, we're gonna die now. What the bloody fuck? Oh, that was stupid. Talk about being stun locked. And what's with the insane damage those things are having?
One more down. Back into the fray.
Thank you.
Not doing well here.
In one hit! So it seems you are getting turned around, supposedly. So without that stone, we can't find that cave he wants as his own. Yeah, it's a loop here right now. So take us straight back to his location. So he could have just given us the stone, told us to go to that cave and free it for him, and we wouldn't have to destroy the dwarven magics.
Isn't this where we met the old hermit? How did we end up back here?
Quite a sight. The dwarves placed clusters of these gems on the mountain and used... No.
I barely made it here. I need some rest.
Thanks for leading us here. The old man's a pain, but we'll be fine. We won't forget this, friend. May Azanai watch over you.
One more down.
The worst part is they are teasing wolves with all the howling, but we're not getting any wolves, we're getting constantly barraged by spiders.
There, look. Glowing stones, just like the old hermit said. A cave. Probably the one Ibsen told us about.
you go. Falling in the hole is the best. Wolf spiders. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna save this time because that ambush at the entrance was insane. And this time there will probably be no monsters at the entrance of the cave.
One more down.
Let's see what's gonna ambush me at the entrance this time. Probably nothing.
This one looks determined.
Oh, actually quite a bit of things. But this time killing them off was much easier.
What is it now?
I've been running around a lot out there. What do you do here exactly?
I take great measures to avoid inquisitive travelers. Apparently, I'm lousy at it. Quite frankly, I'm tired of people and their failings. Out here, things are calm. For me, that's worth more than all the treasure of Glitterdelve.
I cleared out that cave. The beasts are all dead.
Really? I'm beginning to think it was worthwhile having to deal with you. No. Now that was a silly thought. Altitude must be getting to me.
I'm
The promise is
kill
a
you.
promise, though. Take these. You need them more than I ever will.
Yeah, those suck. Dude, you suck as well. And considering at the speed that monsters keep appearing outside, that cave is gonna be overrun. And hopefully you will be eaten by the time you manage to get there.
Cannons again. Run, up the path.
Of course they did.
Deckenwares, stay calm. Don't let them surround you. How did you? No matter. Come help us.
ow, 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 ow.
Back into the fray.
Back to the fight.
Thank you. We barely made it through the collapsing tunnels. The Dakenwares were an unwelcome surprise. My men fought bravely. We'll have to save the greetings for later. Follow me.
Let's save and see what the
What's
hell
this?
is stuff now.
How did you get here?
Calm yourself,
Through the
Phineas.
back
Our friend
entrance?
here helped us seal the rear entrance. We're all thankful for your heroics in the swamp, especially those scouts whose lives you saved. I have no doubt that you'll prove your worth again.
I don't doubt your worth. Your timing is just uncanny. No matter. Jane is doing her best to flood these mines with her men. Their numbers are great, and they've employed a fearsome creature. An old, blind, but powerful war beast. It trampled many of our men.
Ouch.
We fell back and collapsed the main entrance, but others remain. For now, we are just trying to hold the Azunites back.
I met her soldiers outside. How long since the fighting began?
3 days, and we won't last another. Listen, Queen Rosalind will want to see you. She's still in her court. Just follow the path up the well.
The Azunites are a formidable enemy. How have you fared against Jane Cassander?
Not well. We're trying to seal all the tunnels that connect to the surface. But Jane has hundreds of soldiers, and they attack from every direction at once. It's only a matter of time before we're overrun.
Yeah, and because of you idiots, the way out that I came in through is sealed now. Do you even think about ever getting out of this goddamn place, or do you want to just seal yourself in the mine and live there for the rest of your lives?
The well? I assume that's what we're standing in at the moment.
The deep well, actually. That's what the dwarves called it when they were here. This chamber led to all the riches found in these mines. The wellspring of dwarven culture. The name was a mark of respect.
There must have been hundreds of dwarves living in these mines. What happened to them?
They died. Honorably, in the service of Her Majesty. And too great a sacrifice. I don't mean to insult the good queen. Azunai knows the loss weighs heavily upon her.
This isn't the sort of mine I expected. Is there anything else I should know?
I'm sure you've noticed more than a few oddities here, like the floating rocks. Dwarven geomancy is still strong in the mines, even if the dwarves are dead. This magic is their greatest legacy. Geomancy governs everything here, even the air you breathe.
Yeah, and because of one idiot, you're soon gonna run out of clean water. Enjoy your death.
I'll go and find the queen. Good luck to you.
We'll stay here a while longer and make sure that the tunnels will hold. I'll see you at the court.
It's good to see you again. May Azunai keep you safe.
That's quite a hole in the ground. Very impressive, as holes go.
You would know. Can you just not jump around?
Leave the tunnel watching to us. The Queen's in the other direction, up the well.
Okay, that was properly blocked. Leave the shields up.
Follow the path up the deep well.
Careful, those flare-ups will cook you alive. There won't be any more explosions like the blast of 943. The dwarves built these magic fans to keep the air clear.
Why do I have the feeling that with the geomancy stuff on the surface, once you fuckers seal yourself in the mine, Jane just has to destroy all the geomancy shit, and you're dead. Like, these are totally gonna stop working, and the water is gonna stop flowing, and every other goodie, and you are so dead. Like, super dead.
Don't worry, those platforms are safer than they look. Just touch the crystal to make it move.
Unstable, you and your necromancy. These smoke crystals give off an almost inaudible hum that seems to change in pitch and tone as you reach out and touch it. The dwarven geomancers of old created these devices to control the floating platforms that serve as transportation in the mines.
Feels solid enough.
I actually expected it to head down, not forward. Oh well. Cat! Yeah, it seems Down was out of their budget.
That's a long way down. Deep well indeed.
Strange, isn't it? They call it the Stone Stream. Been here for years, and it still confuses everyone but Phineas. Strange, isn't it? They call it the Stone Stream. Been here for years, and it still confuses everyone but Phineas.
What do you think the Queen is like? Bit young for me, I suppose, but maybe one of her handmaids.
Dude, really? I mean, I get it, you're a guy, but really? You have this fine prime meat in front of you and you want the Queen's handmaiden? Haven't even seen them yet.
These tunnels aren't safe, friend. Jane strains our lines as we speak. Go and see the Queen while there's time.
That's so sweet of you, Unstable.
Her Highness is just through this passageway. Please hurry.
No frills here. I suppose one shouldn't expect too much of a royal court in exile.
I don't think this court will last much longer, dear. Do you?
Queen Rosalind had a dozen maids in Glayson, but we are all that's left.
Is it true? Are you really from the 10th Legion?
Yup. Perhaps the best-loved monarch in Ebb's later history was King Conrad, whose reign was interrupted by the Sec resurgence. Conrad was taken captive by the Sec and imprisoned in Castle Ebb until he was freed by the heroes. His health declined sharply after the Sec were destroyed, probably due to the torture that he suffered at their hands. But he signed a treaty with the Goblins shortly before his death, granting them full rights as citizens and setting the stage for the prosperity of the Goblin Renaissance. A golden age followed, lasting several generations, until the reign of King Hendrik. Regarded as vigorous and handsome in his early years, Hendrik became increasingly bitter and paranoid with age. He grew particularly suspicious of the Legion, and he began to seize their chapter houses and estates. Shortly thereafter, King Hendrik was found dead, the Legion was blamed, and the kingdom collapsed into civil war. Hendrik had two sons. The younger, Nedric, disappeared on a diplomatic mission to the Ice Giant King of Utrea. The elder, Ronald, was killed in the siege of Glassern. That leaves Ronald's daughter, Rosalind, as the sole survivor heir of Ebb throne. Well, the 10th Legion is like the most famous and prosperous legion in the land, so, yeah. Well, it was before the thing I just read, anyway. This appears to be a report from a royalist spy. Some 20 years ago, when Jane Cassander had finally consolidated her power over the Azunite Church, she dispatched a small army of stonemasons to the holy mountain of Jareb. There they began construction of a new stronghold and cathedral, the Spire of Azunai. Today, construction work on the spire reportedly continues, but the great fortress is essentially complete. It stands atop Mount Jareb with the seminary town of Aegis Bay at the base of the mountain, far below. None but officials and soldiers of the church are permitted to enter, but its walls are strong and it's said to be defended by heavy cannons. According to our sources in the east, Jane Cassander has convinced the church hierarchs to relocate their capital to the Spire, far from the distractions of Bisselberg, the traditional seat of the faith. This may be an attempt by Jane Cassinder to further isolate moderate factions of the church and to surround herself with the most ardent and fundamentalist supporters. Jane is said to dwell in the uppermost reaches of the spire, along with her mysterious handmaids, about whom we still know very little.
We shall never abandon Queen Rosalind. Not that we have anywhere else to go.
My lands, my fortune, even my sons. Jane Cassinder took them all from me.
Yeah, that seems to be her modus operandi. The fabric on this bed exemplifies the present condition of the Queen's court, regal in design and constructed of fine materials, but fraying at the edges and fading from wear. This bedding, like all the remaining possessions of the old court, is maintained with a quiet dignity. Yeah, Jane is totally nothing. Like, she's abusing the church like it's hers anyway.
Too old to fight, they told me.
I worry about my husband in these drafty caverns. He'll catch his death.
This text chronicles important events in Ebb's 450-year history. 845 Kingdom of Ebb is founded by the 10th Legion. 1144 Sec Resurgence. The evil Sec escaped their prison in the Chamber of Stars and lay waste to the kingdom. They are defeated by the heroes who slay their demigod king. 1145 The leader of the heroes, a simple farm girl, is granted a noble title by King Conrad and becomes the first Lady Montbarron. 1154 King Conrad signs a treaty with the goblins. Mayor Getzler of Stonebridge invites goblins to settle in the city. 1175 Excavation of Great Foundry begins in Stonebridge, beginning the Goblin Renaissance. 1192 Following the death of Lady Montbarron, the hero's crypt is constructed in the Rookenval. 1220 Death of the Gold of Glorin the Dwarf, last hero of the Sec Resurgence. 1264 Death of King Hendrik under mysterious circumstances. Jane Cassinder places blame upon the Legion and begins to rally the people against them. 1265 Fall of the 10th Legion. 1266 War erupts between the royal princess and Jane Cassinder. Kingdom of Ebb collapses. Mysers take power in Stonebridge. 1294 present day. The royalist supplies are nearly exhausted. They clearly cannot survive a prolonged siege if Jane Cassinder's army attempts to starve them out. Oh my god, a store! I can sell shit! Oops, I actually bought stuff. Oh, might as well check out what I bought. Thanks for the hydrate, love, and the stretch. And the bat. There we go.
You're the ones that helped Lord Devonsey get out of the swamp. The General swears by your prowess in battle. I've been instructed to sell you supplies at a steep discount. At a loss, to be honest. We'd give them away, but resources are scarce.
I was pretty sure you must have played it if it felt that familiar.
We shall never abandon Queen Rosalind. Not that we have anywhere else to go.
I cannot believe the royal court has come to this.
I can scarce believe my eyes. Queen Rosalind, these are our friends from the swamp, the ones who helped us escape.
You!
You couldn't know them, my queen. Perhaps you saw their kinsmen in a painting, so they only seem familiar.
I saw you in the Mournweald, when you spoke to the golden-haired child. Was it only a dream, or were you really there?
I was there, and I spoke to the child, just as you say.
I've met the child before, but only in dreams. 3 nights ago, I saw him again. The child said that Jane and her army were near. That's why I told Lord Devonsey to collapse the front gate.
You said that you've met the child more than once?
The first time was the night my father was killed, and we fled his court in Glayson.
It was Her Majesty's dream that led us safely here. She kept her calm. So young, but very much a queen.
Every time Jane comes close to catching us, the child warns me and we escape. It's happened twice more since Glayson.
Did the child say anything more?
Only that help was coming. 3 days after the siege began.
Jane was clever this time. She traveled only by night, and she kept her army small and silent. We would never have been ready if the Queen hadn't warned us.
Your Majesty, I was sent here to find you. The Legion seeks an alliance with the Royal Court.
An alliance? I'm not sure the Queen is ready to take such a radical step.
Am I not? My father refused to reconcile with the Legion. He kept his pride and lost himself a kingdom. If not for these Legionnaires, you would still be trapped in the swamp, and I would be at Jane Cassinda's mercy. For that alone, I trust them.
This is not a matter of trust, Your Majesty, but of appearances. The Legion murdered your grandfather.
I'm still gonna kill you, you bastard.
The Legion murdered no one. You were a Legionnaire yourself. You should know.
And you abandoned your brothers and sisters. You believe Jane Cassinda's lies.
Are you so sure you know the truth? Were you there? Were you privy to the Grand Master's council, as I was?
I'll hear no more talk of my grandfather's murder. Whatever the truth may be, these Legionnaires are our guests, and our friends.
The signal? So soon? Jane moved faster than we thought. We're not ready to repel her.
Can you pull back, further into the mines? I've heard that the Glitter Delve is vast.
No more running. The Radiant Youth has always told me when I had to flee. This time, he sent you.
Jane's soldiers are pushing their way into the mining tunnels above and below us. I'd thought to collapse those tunnels more quickly, but my people are too few. We need to drive back the enemy soldiers, set black powder charges at each of the mining tunnels, and get out of the way before they collapse.
When the tunnels are sealed, is there any other way for Jane to get inside?
Only one. A half-finished tunnel at the base of the deep well. I'd hoped to seal all the entrances but that one. Force her to attack us there. But the present circumstances may work in our favor. The lower entrance won't seem so much like an obvious trap. Assuming, of course, that we can stop her forces in the mining tunnels.
Okay, so you hate us, you don't want to ally with us, but because Jane is gonna rip you a new one, we have to help you? How about no?
How many of your soldiers are left?
Just the few you saw in the swamp. page boys and destitute lords, most of them.
No time to waste then. I'll head for the mining tunnels.
Roderick is my officer in charge. He's probably on his way to the tunnels.
And thank you. It means a great deal to have the Legion at my side.
I like the queen, but I want to kill the bastard.
Introduced. Please, Legionnaire, come speak to me when you have a moment.
If you can't stop Jane at the mining tunnels, I'll do my best to protect the Queen.
Just die.
Welcome to our home. Not the most lavish of courts, I'll admit, but it's not without a certain homely charm. Still, what little we do have is at risk. You know this all too well, I'm sure. The battle for this mountain will determine the Queen's future, but also at issue are the riches of the past, dwarven treasures that must be preserved.
I know, right, Unstable? They're absolutely trapping themselves in the fucking mine. It's a good thing to have one way to be attacked, sure. But, have you ever thought of a fucking way out? You're absolutely trapped here, you fucking rat!
What do dwarven riches matter when the mountain is under siege?
I speak of geomancy. Lord Devonsey risked the lives of his men to save me, for I have the power to move Earth. My knowledge must be shared. Imagine what even a dozen men such as myself could do to shape a battlefield. If the dwarven geomages yet lived, against all their power and knowledge, Jane would have no hope of entering these mines.
You mean to use geomancy to fight Jane?
For now, yes. We are at war, and I will stand by my queen unto my dying breath. Someday, perhaps, such magic shall be harnessed to create wonders for all of humanity. But we live in a time when such thoughts are little more than idle folly.
No other royalists know the art?
Students need teachers, and I'm too busy studying the craft to teach it. Every day I learn something new, but I'm years away from being a capable instructor.
Yeah, I totally get that, Unstable. And honestly, we could have pretty much evacuated everybody to Stonebridge without much casualties, closed the way gate, and they'd never be able to follow us into the magic tunnel thingy. So there's no need for this at all.
Jane is still breaching tunnels. Can geomancy help us right now?
Of course. I still have a role to play in all this, when the time is right. Still, demanding as present needs are, we mustn't neglect the contribution of geomancy to a royalist future. The knowledge must be protected.
The floating stones I've seen. You're trying to protect things like that?
Levitating stones are but a trifle. Humble reminders of Glitterdelve's geomantic dependency. Floating stones, flowing water, even the giant fans, all would be impossible if not for the stone stream.
Those floating platforms are amazing. How do they work?
The very rock of the platforms is infused with geomantic energy, which the stone stream replenishes constantly. Were the stone stream to stop functioning, the platforms might follow suit weeks or days later, but no sooner.
But can the stone stream help us in battle?
Perhaps. Its effect is pervasive. We might be able to manipulate it to our advantage. Still, that would be a drastic course of action. For the time being, we must protect what we can.
What exactly are you trying to protect?
Geomantic artifacts are scattered throughout these mines. Tomes, devices, enchantments. And Paynite. One of the rarest gems in all of Ebb. Key to the greatest accomplishments of geomancy.
Why is Paynite so valuable?
Geomancers often used the term facilitator to describe substances that amplified the reach and flow of magic. Among their scholars, no facilitator was accorded higher value than Paynite.
You want me to find some Paynite, I assume?
Yes, you have a lodestar already, so you'll know how to use this. It's a lodestar that reacts to the presence of Paynite. A dozen samples will be sufficient. I will greatly appreciate it if you bring them to me.
You fucking greedy little bastard.
I had better head to the mining tunnels.
May the battle go well. Every second that Jane is held back could make the difference.
I've been instructed to sell you supplies at a steep discount. At a loss, to be honest. We'd give them away, but resources are scarce. Is there any chance you'll be going to the southern mines, perhaps? There's something very important you could accomplish there.
Tell us what you need. If it's as important as you say, we'll find the time.
Something valuable was left behind. A weapon of advanced make. Jane may have numbers, but she can't match the ingenuity of our weaponsmiths. The weapon is a rifle that can fire several shots before reloading. With it, a single soldier is more valuable than 10. The design hasn't been perfected yet, but we're close. When we fled from the Azanites, the rifle was left behind in a crystal cavern in the mines. We must recover it before Jane's men find it.
Where in the cavern is it exactly?
I don't know. It was hectic. We had to fall back immediately. I was in the middle of testing the weapon. I think I dropped it near a group of crystals, but that's all I can remember. I'm sorry.
In a mine full of crystals? Wow, that's a great direction.
We'll try to bring the rifle back to you.
Be careful. Those mines are probably swarming with Azanites now.
Well, with this, I will be wrapping up the stream, though. Yeah. That was something. Anytime, Cat. I love streaming for you guys. Now let's see, who are we gonna raid today? Okay. I'll be seeing you guys next weekend for more Dungeon Siege. It's gonna take a bit longer than I remember when I first played through it. Then again, I probably played through it in like a day or a day and a half. Yeah. See you around. Bye.